Hello guys, once again welcome to Sementia Farms, and my name is Fred. Today I want to take you guys around and show you how I built my goat pen here at Sementia Farms. But before we do that, I want to say a big thank you to all of you guys that have subscribed to this channel, commenting, liking it, sharing with other people, and sharing this knowledge with friends and family. Thank you guys so much for all the support that you've been giving us, and my team and I are very encouraged, and that is why every day we continue to try our best to bring you enough knowledge and everything that is happening here so that you guys can also learn something and benefit from this channel. And if today is the first time you're watching any video from us, I want to say welcome to the Sementia family. Here we talk about innovative way of farming in Africa, and also sharing with you our mistakes and success so that you guys can learn from it whenever you decide to do any agricultural project. Because a couple of years ago when I wanted to go into cattle farming, there was nothing online for me to learn from. And that is why I dedicated this channel to share the agricultural knowledge that is missing in Africa, so that when you are starting, you don't have to start from the scratch, but can have something or some knowledge to build on and not repeat the mistake over and over and over again. I believe that's the way we will go forward. But today that's not what we are talking about, because we know we have a lot of problems. Today I'm going to share with you guys how I'm building my pen here at the farm and the cheapest way possible that I'm building it. So basically where I am currently standing, I'm going to flip my camera and be able to show you guys more about what I'm talking about. So where I am currently standing is about maybe 2 plots of land. So that means it's about an acre. It's still part of the bigger land that the cattle and you know, the chicken, the goats, everything is on. But this is just about 2 plots of land that I've dedicated purposely for goat farming. So basically I am fencing that land. As you can see, I have some short woods around it, so I'm going to be fencing it. But the most important thing that I want to show you here is brachiaria grass. So as you guys can see, I've already planted brachiaria grass here last year. It has been harvested, so it's now growing. But all this is brachiaria grass. Just when it started raining, you can see it started sprouting as well. So basically I'm going to allow this grass to grow a little bit. I might have to plant more in front of us, but so far I have a few here. Because I'm bringing the goats here, I want to make sure that I have enough here so that when they come, they can just feed here. The plan is to feed them inside, but during the day also open them to come out here, feed, play, exercise. And that is why I have actually packed all these tiles here. So you know, goats, if you're familiar with goats, they like to jump on stuff and play as well, just like kids. So I'm going to use these tiles to make different things. So I'm going to build them up and basically, you know, use it to create like a playing field for them to be able to play on, right? But let me take you guys to the pen. So this is what we've constructed so far, right? This is what we have so far. So basically what I've done here is, the goal is to fence this entire land and then keep them up here. So I raised this to about 6 feet tall, right? 6 feet tall with concrete below, basically, you know, so that they can also go down there. You know, if they are out and they need shade, it will be great for them to also come down here and be able to take some shade or get out from the chaos. But the most important thing to talk about is the materials that I use. So as you guys can see, I actually use thick wood. I'm not sure where you are or if you know thick. So for the bottom, I use thick wood, right? So I basically cut the thick tree and use that as the beams. So that is what is supporting it on the ground, right? And then beneath it, I basically use 2x4s, right? And then here I'm using the back of ticks. So there is a tick factory here, and what they do is, once they have this big tick tree, they cut it and process it to export it. You guys can have that conversation in the comments below, but they basically process it and ship it. As part of their processing, they remove the back of the tick from it, which is this. So once they remove it, they then sell this to as firewood to restaurants and chore bars and so on and so forth. So they will sell it to them. What I'm using it for is basically as basically for my pen. So I will go there and I'll buy it cheap. I can buy a whole track of it for as low as maybe $20, and I'll basically come and use it here. It's very durable because it's tick tree. If you have knowledge about tick, you know that they are very durable. So I also created these steps, for them to be able to climb and go up. So this is the way it's entered. What I'm gonna do from these steps is actually create sort of different paths. So a path that will lead to their playing ground, and then a path that will also lead to their vaccination center, right? So that I will be able to direct them. The next thing I would do is also put in a scale in between this path, right? So that I'll be able to weigh them as they are coming out as well. So that is all in the plans. As you can see, I'm not fully done yet because I have all these plans available. But I think it is ready now. We are expecting about 20 goats from South Africa, and that is what I'm gonna bring here. But by then, I think we'll be fully ready. So this is how it looks like. As you guys already know, with goat's pen, you need to leave space in between so that their wee and stuff will fall, right, and not make the pen nasty. I am going to divide this into different rooms, but for now, because I have only females coming in, I'm basically going to just let all of them be together with one back till they are crossed, and then as time goes on, I'm going to start working on it. But basically this is how it looks like. As you can see, it's very well ventilated, so we don't have to worry about heat and so on and so forth. I think this one, my guess is I'm planning on feeding about 40 goats here, right? So I'm thinking about 40 female goats in here with one back, basically to cross them, and that is what we're doing. So there's one access now here. At the back of it is the warehouse where we keep our food, silage and everything. And basically that is what I'm looking at. The plan is also to build something on top so that I can save some hay here as well and be able to take it directly and feed them. And as I said, I'm going to feed them in here as well, but I want them to be able to exercise and also be able to graze when they go out. So that's why I'm planting brachiaria grass here. I know if you guys don't know about the brachiaria grass, this is a grass that I used to feed all my livestock, the goats, the cattle, everything that I have, that eats it. And we plant it as a seed, and we're able to harvest it every 4 weeks during the rainy season. And that's what we've been feeding and also storing it as hay. It has about 18% protein. So it is typically better than our local grass, and that's why I've invested a lot into it. If you guys want some, there is a WhatsApp number below. You can contact that WhatsApp number and be able to place an order for one. But basically that is what I'm thinking about using to feed all my goats, and this is it. So as you guys can see, let me flip my camera again and show you. But I have a poly tank here that is literally also bringing water sort of straight into the pen so that they will have enough water constantly. As you can see there, that's the cattle ranch right there. You can see the cows in there, and then the poultry is also right behind, in front of the warehouse basically, right? So everything is sort of on the same land, but the goats are facing the main street, right? This is where it is. So as you guys can see, it just started raining, so all the grasses are turning green, which is great. So I'm really looking forward to my new set of goats coming in and seeing how everything will turn around. But I'll keep you guys updated, let you know what happened, all the success that is happening here and the failures as well. But if you guys need any help, any support, in terms of how I built it, the number of woods and roofing sheet, there is a link in the description. Click on that link. You'll be able to schedule a one-on-one with me and ask me any question that you want to know or any information that you guys want to know. Today was just a quick tour through basically how I built it, the materials that I used. I think I'm going to prepare another video to give you actually the cost analysis of how much I spent here. Hopefully you guys liked it and enjoyed it. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll come your way this week with another video on something better. I try to be better all the time, but something better about agriculture or livestock farming in Africa. So thank you so much, and I will see you again.